Guess I don't need these. This is Dan Wagner from danwagner.com. I put up a site a few days ago about link building lies, and I was addressing a very important factor, and I'm hoping to even provide more valuable information regarding this, because it's super important. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure we don't incur the wrath of Google. What happens if you incur the wrath of Google? You get what's called the Google slap. So one of the slaps, I call it the 900 slap. I think it's called different things, but the Google 900 slap basically puts you to the back of the line. And so today I want to talk about three things. What is the Google slap? How do you incur it, and how do you avoid it? So, but to do this, we need to understand a simple concept, and that is the concept of a normal distribution curve, also known as a bell curve. You've seen them. You see them if you've done any kind of scientific kind of research or study. If you even read the news, or really, it's a curve that represents most oftentimes probability. So what does it look like? Starts out kind of gradually goes up, and then it kind of peaks, and it goes down. It looks like a bell, shaped like a bell. So what does the bell curve have to do with probability? Well, in most of nature and in human nature, there's a probability that certain events are going to happen, and in the middle it gets high. So that's your high probability event. So for instance, you have a dog training site, and it's really good, and people love it, and everyone's talking about it. Well, there's a pretty high probability that people are going to use the term dog training when they blog about your site and they point links to it. So they'll say, hey, check out this new dog training site. And they might use dog training site or dog training or whatever. Here's a great site on dog training, and they link back to your site using the term dog training. And so that's something to think about. That's high probability. But there's absolutely no probability that 100% of, say, 100 links are going to have dog training as the link text. So what am I talking about here? Think about it. 100 different bloggers blog about your dog training site. What's the probability that every single one of them uses the term dog training as the link text? I would say the probability of that is 0. Big goose egg. Anyhow, so what does it more likely look like? Well, maybe 50 people use the term dog training in the link text. You might have 20 people use dog training site. 5 people use Dan's dog training site. Then it goes out smaller and smaller. 2 people use cool dog training site, and 2 other people use great dog training site, and then maybe 1 person uses super dog training site, another person uses doggy training site, another person uses puppy training site, and so those are what we call the asymptotes. That's where it spreads out really thin, and those also kind of relates to the concept of long tail, and the tail of the asymptote. So when you're doing backlinking, don't make the mistake of using the same term over and over and over and over and over again. Use it a lot, but then make it look like a curve. So you can use it a lot, and then less, other terms less, and other terms less, and then a bunch of terms you're going to use just once or twice. Get it? So that's how you avoid the Google slap. Hope this has been helpful. For more information, check out my site, danwagner.com, and have a great day. Thanks.